Hey guys, Kinggath here, and welcome to episode 30 of my Fallout 4 Sim Settlements Forever Let's Play. It's excited to get up to that 30. It's a big number. So today we are going to continue where we left off. Last time we helped out Bellows. He asked us to help his sister, so we're going to go over and do that. This week I installed one new mod, and that's no PA battery pathing, suggested by Bookfound, which is pretty awesome. Just makes it so that your character doesn't have to walk all the way to the power armor battery, which sometimes they can't figure out a good path to. Oh yeah, I can, when I'm in power armor, I can jump down. And I run into that all the time, so gladly install that. What is this thing? Oh, it's a dead rabbit who's just kind of frozen in time. Well, we'll take your legs. So this is going to be, I think there are two quests back to back. I think there's one more after the two, but I have to do the two right in a row. Otherwise, I won't be able to go work on Sanctuary today, which I want to do. I love this place. This is one of my favorite, little like dungeons in Fallout 4. Really well designed. It's very, very atmospheric. The lighting is awesome in here. This place is just awesome. It's really interesting seeing that. So when we did the hijack system in here, our hijack system basically takes all of the setup of the vanilla enemies and replaces those enemies with our own. So that you can see like the raiders, these with these crazy masks, doing random things or wandering around. They're working on stuff. That was what the vanilla raiders are supposed to be doing. So I guess you would only see that if you were playing a stealth character, but because I haven't been lately, I just haven't seen them doing any of that. But it's interesting that they take the time to do all that, to like give all these characters little things to do and whatnot. Oh, you're not supposed to be doing anything, but whatever. All right. Hey.
I foresaw your arrival, Vault Dweller. The Watcher spoke your name in the darkness. You are the one. An ancient relic of great power lies somewhere beneath. It was lost to us when the land was bathed in flame. You will retrieve it for us. And in return, we will pledge our support to your cause. So it has been prophesied.
Wow, you sound just as crazy as Bellows. Alright, so if you haven't done this little dungeon... Oh, cool, much ammo. If you haven't done this little dungeon yet, it's got some pretty Lovecraftian themes going on, which is pretty fun. There's some really cool scenes in here. So, oh, and we get to fight ghouls. Fantastic. And yeah, there was I had, when this was first brought up by Super Weevil, our writer, about whether we could. Whoa, that was loud. Jeez. I don't think I've ever had to use Jet against ghouls before. Wow. That was intense. Huh. Alright, so back to what I was saying is when Super Weevil first pitched the idea of doing this place and tapping into some of that Lovecraft stuff, I was pretty skeptical because I didn't realize that Bethesda has been doing this for a while. This is actually, some of the stuff that gets referenced in this place is actually referenced in older Fallouts too, which is pretty cool. Especially in Fallout 3, this is a direct reference to. They have another location. It's like a Dunwich building, or Dunwich something or another, and it has a similar vibe going on. So it's kind of cool that they're embracing stuff like that. And that, I mean, that is one of the awesome things about the Fallout franchise, is you can pretty much jam whatever you want in there. I mean, with what's his name? What was the quest we did? I can't remember the name of it. The Secret of Cabot House. How do you say that? That you've got kind of a magic thing going on. I guess it maybe is related to this same type of stuff, but yeah, really cool that they integrate all that stuff in. Makes so you can do pretty much anything you want. Lights on, please. Here, have that. What did I just throw? Oh, I've got the harpoons. I was like, what is this grenade I have? Well, that's weird. Plus 75%. Wow. That would be good for some headshots. Oh, hey, buddy. I got you. I love this flashback sequence. I want so bad to work something like this into a quest at some point because it's so awesome looking and it's so... Like, now knowing how the sausage is made, I understand how they did it. And it is a very clever use of some of the stuff you can do with the creation engine. Oh, that was a terrible, terrible legend. So yeah, big bang. Oh, you know what? I probably need to take my power armor off. I don't know if I'll be able to come back up out of there because we need to swim down underneath. And let's remember to take our fusion core just in case. All right, down we go. I love the rumbling in here, like there's something crazy going on. All right. Oh, I'll grab these mini nukes. Why not? Alright, let's get back on our power armor before we leave it down here. That would be no good. Alright, so we got our little artifact, and... Okay, cool, it worked. I was like, Bedlam's supposed to come down here so you don't have to run all the way back.
Excuse me.
You've recovered the sacred tooth? Brothers and sisters of the great dark, behold, the prophecy fulfilled! The tooth of ancient Kremv, here before us. Gather now, for we must sate its thirst.
Once again, praying to the scripting gods that this all works out. So many moving characters. You know what? Dogmeat, get over here.
Over here. Wait there.
Deity in ancient Kremv, birthright of the darkness, city of apocalypse, stand witness. We heed the call of the Master. The blood price long promised must now be paid. Bring forth the sacrifice. Sister, do you hear Krem's chorus? Do you feel the Watcher's gaze upon you?
I do, Haphotic.
Do the Black Depth tendrils embrace you now, at the hour of our triumph?
They do, Aphotic.
Then a new accord is struck. And now, the pact is sealed. The dark below bears witness. The Watcher's gaze is upon us. Bask in its song of silence.
Aphotic!
Who calls the Aphotic? Who disrupts the song?
Forgive me, Aphotic. We are besieged. Our defenses are breached.
Who dares?
The Minutemen, Aphotic.
Toothfinder, aid us in the expulsion of these heathen. The darkness hungers and calls us to action.
Aha! It worked. Everything worked exactly as it was supposed to. All right, it is time to go.
Come on.
Let's go, Dogmeat. And you know what? For the Minutemen, we're busting out our good friend.
The Watcher in the pit embraces all.
Okay, we'll bring your psychobabble this way. Yes. Oh, are you kidding me? Come on, throw the harpoon. Sorry. What was that, Bedlam? Oops. Never give up on China Lake. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Swung the machete. Everything locked up. Alright, I think these harpoons are broken. Got that guy right in the leg. No damage. That is a lot of red markers. Because I don't hear any gunfire. What's going on here? Oh, hey bud. Oh, China Lake, you're so good to me. Oh god. That was Jim! Oh, jeez. Oh, missed. Let's see. There. Gotcha. Hey, level up out of that. I'll take it. Still one guy left somewhere. Where are they? Is that it? Oh, okay, we got them. I can still hear gunfire in the background, but I have no idea if that's part of this battle. Alright, this week Raybo's got a couple of treasures for us. The first up is one that I think actually just made Hot Files, but I'm going to feature it anyway. Nuka Mix Lantern Workshop, and that is by Monkey Spunk. And this adds some absolutely gorgeous things you can build in your settlement, all based on Nuka-Cola bottles, turning them into various types of lights. And if you've used Monkey Spunk's other lighting mod, which added all the stained glass, I believe it's called Unicorn Farts and God Rays, you'll know that he is a master of workshop lighting, so go check out that mod if you want more cool stuff you can build in your settlements. Then the other one is actually one Raybo suggested to me a few weeks ago, but I saw there were a lot of bug reports on something related to the workshop stuff, and I wanted to make sure the author had a chance to fix those. So they recently released the 1.1 patch, and this mod is called Ocean Bay by World Gone Mad, and this adds a new little miniature world space with an underwater settlement to it. And this thing's very sci-fi looking, and this is one of the things that I loved about Fallout 4 is that by bringing the Institute in, you kind of could have this super high-tech, clean-looking faction that was able to bring stuff into the world that wouldn't have fit otherwise, and this definitely fits into that category. So if you're way into the Institute style and you want a nice, cool, clean, high-tech settlement to build in, go check out Ocean Bay. Jammer and power armor, love it.
Well, that was fucking harrowing.
Shut up, Willie. No one even saw you. Well, no one's still alive anyway.
This ain't my scene, Jammer. Being at ground level makes me uneasy.
Well, suck it up. We ain't done here.
Can kill this one too, Jams?
Oh, shit.
No, no more. This one's with us.
More one throw, more humans.
You had your fun, Mole. Now chill the fuck out. Go play with your fucking bear.
Bedlam! Bedlam! We got trouble.
I recognize you.
I think that the bear's
You're
just
one of
blocking
my
everyone's
brother's men.
Yeah. Listen, there's more Minutemen on the way. Looks like they plan to hit Saugus and Dunwich at the same time.
Shit. Boss, we ain't got the manpower to spare.
Oh, God. Think I'm getting another ulcer.
For fuck's sake, Willie, suck it up. What's the plan, boss? We staying put, or we heading back to Saugus? Sounds like we're in for another fight either way.
Oh, jeez.
Both options suck, really.
Pretty much, yeah. Whatever you decide, probably best our crew sticks together.
All right, let's do something interesting here. We're gonna do both, and we'll let you guys decide. I think that's how we're gonna do it. So I'll just pick one, and then let me do a little save action, and then we'll do the other, and you guys can vote on it. How do I save? Let's see. Hey, Ep30, the choice. The choice is yours. All right, let's both play.
Let's head out.
Willie, Mole, let's move. You heard the boss.
Keep my brother safe, Toothfinder.
All right. So who's going first? You guys gonna get moving? There we go. Maul's moving. Oh, Stimpack, yes please. I'm gonna have to go get dog meat later. Well, let's go. Pretty sure I told him to stay down there. And he's just waiting patiently down by the pit. Oh yeah, Maul's doing his funny run. We kept finding this in the testing. So apparently super mutants don't have a good jog animation. So they will occasionally just hold their weapon in one hand and just run almost like in a T-pose. It's hilarious. There he goes. Look at Maul. Look at how stupid he looks. Uh-oh. Oh, these are just random raider spawns. Oh. Something's going on. Alright, there's Bellows. Oh. There's our Minutemen friends. Yes. Alright, don't stand around, Maul. Get in there. You take him. Whoa! Where'd you guys come from? Oh, yeah. Explosive harpoons are where it's at. So much chaos. I love it. Oh, wait. Was that... Oh, sorry, Bellows. I saw that big, nasty laser gun and thought it was one of the Minutemen, but I love that you just stole that from somebody. So many enemies. Oh, no! I didn't pay attention to the objectives. That flare means they just called in reinforcements. We gotta get these radio men. Ooh, running low on ammo here. I think there's something broken over here. That sounds like a Fallout 76 bug. All right, who's still alive? All right, can we do this without smacking our team? Can I get him? Get them all. Oh, there's so much looting to be done around here. Thanks, Maul. I might be saving and reloading because that permanent machine gun bug is going to drive me insane. Alright, another holotape to listen to while I loot. Ah, the sweet sound of silence. No more machine gun bugs, so let's listen to some holotape.
Lewis, you and your men will set up
Go loot.
right here.
Sir? Shouldn't I be?
Supporting Lieutenant Hugo, yes. There's a strong raider presence at Dunwich, and my understanding is there's some connection between Saugus and Dunwich. I'm unclear on the connection or Dunwich's significance, so I want you hanging back initially until we know where the real action's gonna be. If Lieutenant Hugo encounters heavy resistance, send him reinforcements as previously discussed, but keep your main force held back with you. These raiders are rat roaches. We can't allow them any point of egress, so I need you ready to move to flank if needed.
Understood, sir.
Lieutenant Lewis?
Sir!
I need you elsewhere. Scout out these marked locations here, here, and here, as we discussed previously.
Yes, sir.
Good hunting. And Godspeed, men.
Thanks, sir.
Cloud, let's talk about those checkpoints.
We're making preparations now.
Oh, Aiden. Can't wait till we get to kill you. One day. Alright, well I found a few more shotgun shells, so that's good. The bad news is that I'm going to have to find some way to restock on the China Lake rounds, because I kind of burned through those pretty hardcore. But man, was that worth it. It's especially going to be awesome because I get to do it all again while when I record the other option until you guys tell me which one to stick with. This week's mod is Animated Chems Redone by FlipDeezy, Maysamker, and Dave the Drunk. Now, this is a mod I use a ton. You guys know I love to spam Jet, and there's been a point throughout using this mod where I hated it for a while and then fell back in love with it when somebody helped me reframe the thought of this mod. So originally, I loved the mod for just adding the extra effect of animating. Then I started to hate it because it was causing problems for me in combat where I was expecting things like Jet to trigger instantly and instead had to wait for the animation to play. I've since turned back around and fallen in love with the mod as a sort of balance. So once I started investing perk points into chems, I realized that they were super, super overpowered. And by introducing the couple of second delay introduced by the Animated Chems Redone, they no longer become an emergency button I can hit, and the chems now become part of a strategy when I'm in combat. I have to actually find cover and think about when I'm going to use them, and to me that adds a lot of much needed balance to some of these chems. So I highly recommend now Animated Chems Redone. It's so funny seeing Jammer and Power Armor. It was really funny early on in testing because Jammer, we have him set up to prefer his little revolver, just because I think it looks kind of gangster, and it just looked so ridiculous in our first draft of this quest with him using it. So gave him I don't remember if I gave him an assault rifle or just changed his AI package so that he would use whatever weapon he finds, and he just happens to find one of those most of the time pretty early on. Or maybe I actually give it to him. I don't remember how we ended up solving that, but looks way better than the little tiny 44 in the hand of the power armor.
I'm heading back to Lexington, Jammer. Need a restart. Trigger hand is killing me.
Yeah, sure, Willie. We'll get your place fixed up later when the dust settles.
Appreciate it. Stay alive in the meantime, yeah?
Heads up, boss.
The unworthy have been consumed by our righteous flames. But now I fear for my sister. I trust you will head for Dunwich. I will meet you there.
We were just there.
Hey, boss. So you're picking over those lieutenants. You find anything tasty?
Yep. Here you go.
Huh. Probably orders. I'll have a listen at HQ. See if there's anything useful on them.
Moreland jams come with Boss Human. Maybe kill more bad humans.
Fuck's sake, Maul.
Jams suck it up.
Guess I had that coming. Just wasn't expecting it'd be you saying it.
All right. Let's see if you guys are broken again. Oh yeah, Maul doing his fun run.
No! Bedlam! I'm so sorry. I will avenge you, sister.
Good job, Fallout,
if it
choosing
means
those camera
summoning the
angles.
wrath of the Firebird itself, I will see every last Minuteman screaming in agony as they burn to ash. You've proven yourselves trustworthy allies. You have my people's full support. Call on us when you require our purging flames.
You unlock the Forge. Bill has agreed to help your gang. You can now recruit Forge at the War Planner's desk, who are strong in close combat and heavily resistant to fire. You can now build Oracle of Flame on recreational plots. So basically, we can now augment our gang with some Forged members, which is going to be pretty awesome. Just to have just way more fire flying when we do attacks and stuff. So that is sweet. All right, let's roll over and show the other side. You guys can make your choice. Let's stay and help.
And we stay and fight.
All right, then.
We'll make them pay for this. All of them. Bellows.
No time to worry about him now. We got incoming to deal with.
Indeed. Let's see if we got any good... Yeah, stim pack. Alright, let's make sure we're set up here. We got China Lake. We got explosive harpoons. We're good to go. I guess we'll go ahead and reload everything. It's so sad to see the shotgun rounds that low. Good thing we have my new love. Oh, how did I not connect with anybody? Both of those shots. Oof. Get him, bear. Ha. My old looting ways are tempting me. Oh, hey. All right, let's try and get back in on the fun now. Oh, radio man again. Nice job, Bedlam. That was a hell of a slice. Hey, radio man. Oh, wow. That's a lot of you. Did I get all the radio men? I hope so. I think so. Yeah, because now it's just highlighting them all. Okay, good. It's time. Oh, God. So many of you. Woof. The one-armed man, and he's running away. Love it. Oh, beautiful. Slice his other arm off, Maul. There we go. Alright, now this scene should kick in.
I'm heading back to Lexington, Jammer. Need a restart. Trigger hand is killing me.
Yeah, sure, Willie. We'll get your place fixed up later when the dust settles.
Appreciate it. Stay alive in the meantime, yeah?
Heads up, boss.
The heathens have been cast into the pit, but I fear for my brother. I will meet you at Saugus shortly.
Hey, boss. So you're picking over those lieutenants. You find anything tasty?
Yep. Here you go.
Huh. Probably orders. I'll have a listen at HQ. See if there's anything useful on them.
Maul and Jams come with Boss Human. Maybe kill more bad humans.
Fuck's sake, Maul.
Jams, suck it up.
Guess I had that coming. Just wasn't expecting it'd be you saying it.
All right, and then we run back. Any more good loot, you guys? No shotgun shells? All right.
Brother, I'm
not quite as bad
sorry.
angle.
I'll make them pay, Bellows. I promise you now. I'll make them all pay. You've held up your end and more, Toothfinder. I'm just sorry we weren't in time to save my brother. Regardless, we cast our lot with you. Call on us when you need us. I will personally relish any opportunity to send Minutemen howling into the abyss.
There we go. Unlock the cultists. Bedlam is sworn to help your gang. You can now recruit cultists at the War Planner's desk. We can disorient and terrify enemies in combat. And we can also build the altar to Ugqual Toth. And that's the thing I was talking about. The altar to Ugqual Toth is something you actually find in Fallout 3, I believe. Anyway. So now you guys get to vote below which one you want me to side with. And mad props to the voice actors, Adox Talks and PJ, who did Bedlam and Bellows respectively. You guys crushed those roles. Love both of these characters. Endorsement time! It's your weekly reminder to go click that thumbs up on the mods you love. Today I installed No More Power Armor battery pathing, and it works great, so we're going to go ahead and give that the thumbs up. I think that was the only mod I saw today that I haven't run into yet that I wanted to give the thumbs up to. Yep. So definitely just come in here in Vortex if you're not familiar with this little setup. If you go to the mod screen, change your endorsed to undecided and your status to enabled, you'll just have all the mods that you have currently running and that you haven't endorsed yet, so you can quickly give those thumbs up. If you really love a mod, right-click it and go to Open on Nexus Mods and go give a comment. Let them know what they're doing right, what maybe what you want to see them improve, and you'll see a lot more activity if you do that for your favorite mod authors. All right, so we're back in Sanctuary. I am poking my head over here because I forgot that we still have a couple more things we want to do to get this thing up and running. So the first thing we need still is the satellite uplink codes, which I believe, or I'm sorry, not the uplink codes. What are they called? Let me bring up that note. It's in, let's see here. It was called Q's material list, I think. Yep, Q's material list. So there's the easy things: plastic, copper, glass, microfusion cells, satellite orbit calculations for Archimedes. So I'm pretty sure, I think we get those from the observatory, and it depends on the day of the week. And I also, while I was over here, realized that this is out of place, although it is pretty cool. Who designed this? We should throw some props out their way. This is Nuka-Ola Cafe by Istari. Very cool. It actually uses some of the arcade machines too, which I love. So if you've got those, and you get a bit of a little Nuka-Cola thing going on with some of those. Although if you want to fix that floor flicker, Istari, you basically just grab onto some of those floor pieces and just shift them down like 0.01 units, and that'll solve that flickering. Anyway, so what we do to get those codes, I believe, is we come to this terminal here during a certain day of the week. That, like, the hint is that each time you come to it, there's a date, there's a day there, so it says Tuesday, and then you hit last night's findings each time. There it is, satellite orbit calculations added. So it's Tuesday is the day you want to go. So whatever day you see up there on the terminal, just keep coming back, just keep sleeping until it would be Tuesday, and then come check it out and you'll get those. So now the last thing we need to get from his list, because we already happen to have, that dang inventory management in this game. We already have the microtransponder board synced. We did that in another episode. So the Poseidon uplink codes we get at the Poseidon something. I think it's that there's a building that's flooded and there's Mirelurks in there. You have to go through there to do that, I believe. And so we'll do that maybe next episode. And then once we get all those things, we hand it all off to Q, and then he'll start building us the final piece, and then we'll have our weapon of mass destruction. Thank you, Mr. Genius. All right, so let's pop into workshop mode. I want to show you guys my wall, what I finally did. Oh, it's the Workshop Plus flight is screwing up again. Come on. It was all working all day today. And then it just decided to quit just now, right in time for me to record. Here we go. As you can see, I added these picket fences up top. That was something that Brayrock Bacon came up with in our Rise of the Commonwealth Sanctuary design that I loved. He lined all of the fences with those to kind of give it that sanctuary feel. So I feel like that plus the siding just really gives that the feel of Sanctuary. Those kind of capture that 1950s like idyllic, how do you say that? Anyway, it captures that feel of the settlement, and then combined with all the random piles of junk, it just really feels like a nice sanctuary worthy wall. So we've got our wall all built up, and now I want to work on our little entryway here, and we're gonna make some more tweaks. Like I said, I want to pull that I'm gonna pull that recreational plot out of the industrial center over there. It just doesn't need to be there. We don't need, like, happiness is rising. We don't need any more happiness anymore. We don't care. We've got everything upgraded, so except for our commercial, but those only require 80. So we can cut one recreational plot without a problem. Maybe we'll squeeze in one more commercial plot, or I will do the thing I had planned on doing, which was capping this at 50, and we'll send somebody out of here. So we'll do one of those things. But I'm not worried about it right now. We're gonna try and make this entrance a little more magnificent, I guess. So one of the things, I love the fact that this this bridge looks like this, but this is part of a mod. And so what I might end up doing, and this will be something, if I do it, I'll do it off camera, is I might uninstall the mod and rebuild something similar to this myself so that it can end up in the city plan. Because what I would like the idea of doing, and actually let me show you guys this. So some of you might not know these are here in the Project Blueprint mods, but there are a bunch of custom signs that we did for the different settlements, and Sanctuary is one of them. So I want to make use of that sign. Let's see here, where do we put those? Settlement signs. So if we scroll through this here, there's all sorts of signs specialized for different settlements. We didn't do all of them, but we did a large number of the Commonwealth settlements. And let's see if I can find the Sanctuary one. I think they're alphabetical. Yeah, here we go. So we've got this really cool sign here that looks fantastic at night. I love the idea of having this thing out here and like boost it up on top of something. But I would want the bridge to be full. So we can go ahead and we'll stick this out here. We'll put that as part of our plan. We'll figure out how we're going to mount that up into the air appropriately, and like what kind of rotation we're going to have it on, or maybe we put it on like a little pedestal over here. I'm not sure. I'll figure that out later. But I like the idea of that being there, and then this bridge actually being constructed. I really like this design. This was, I believe, by Evil Viking, and so I don't want to lose it. But because it's a mod, in the sense that I installed it and it just kind of overlays on top of the vanilla bridge, that means we can also just build that ourselves. So I kind of want to do that. But around here, I want to incorporate all of this this defense checkpoint idea here. I want to get these turrets a little less spammy, but also more purposeful, I guess. So what I'm thinking to do is I want to use a particular junk wall piece that's in that kit that we've been using. So we're going to try and find that. Let's see, under fences, junk. There's this big giant tower deal. Let's see here. I think it's at the end. Yeah, these things. So what I'm thinking is we make these things monstrous. So let's go. Did it work? Is it not recognizing my... Did my mouse fall outside of the screen? Yeah, there it is. Let's get this up to, yeah, 130. That looks pretty good. I'm thinking we'll flank this area here. We'll cover up the sign. Get up these big monsters. Oh, I wanted to face them out this way, though. Actually, no. What we'll do, we'll build something on top. I'm thinking we can build something up there and get these turrets up here. So maybe I'll just put a floor piece up there, have these big monster tower-looking things up here. These will kind of act as our the basis, and then we'll maybe build something across, some walkways across or something. So that's what I'm thinking. So let's just start see what that looks like. So we'll go ahead and clone you. Oops. All right. Well, that works for me. I'll move it over here and get this a little bit. I don't want to overlap the plots, so let's figure out where the edge of the plot is. Oh yeah, it's a tiny plot, so no problem there. All right, and I guess we got to straighten these out if we wanted to build a walkway that's going to look nice. Alright, something like that. So that'll make a nice basis to make a nice intimidating entry where we can still have our martial plots in place. Yeah, I'm liking that. So let's go ahead and let's get some vanilla floors in here. Oh, not roofs, floors. Here we go. No, not that. That's way too big. Just something like this. And then we'll scale these up as well, and they should fit in nicely. Actually, they kind of fit in nicely just like that, but maybe we'll... Yeah, we need to scale them up a little bit because of the back. And we'll just pretend the tree's not clipping. Alright, let's see. Zoom up. 110, 120. Is 120 good? 20 looks pretty good. Alright, and then we'll just start snapping some... Actually, oh, we want to clone here. So we'll go clone. Oh yeah, need to scale that up. 20. Uh-oh. The scaling didn't work with the clip, with the, that's interesting. I've never noticed that before, that the... Oh, it happened there too. I guess the snapping doesn't work with the scaling. Interesting. All right, well, we'll eyeball it. That's kind of better anyway, because we're going to have to turn these. So let's just go ahead and get you situated over here. And now we can set our turret down real nice. Okay. Oh, and you know what? Instead of doing maybe this fat walkway, let's go back to Project Blueprint. There's some cool bridges we can use. See if I can find them. Let's see here. Wood. Is it these? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so if you're ever using the Project Blueprint ones, we've got these two different things here. This one without nav mesh. So this one here, this has got a nav mesh built into it, but the problem is just the way that workshop items work is they don't necessarily cross on there because there's a nav cut issue. It's really complicated, but this version, if you use this, you can use our nav mesh blocks on it, and you can solve that problem. But I don't anticipate settlers actually ever walking up here. I just want it to look like they can. So I think what I'm going to do is just build this here in the center and then scale it way up and not worry about building nav mesh blocks on there. There's just no reason settlers would ever come up here. So we'll just work around that. And I guess I could make them come up here with some animation markers and stuff, but I'll leave that for any of you guys playing with this who decide to download the city plan to tweak and play with. Alright, let's get this rotated just right. That looks pretty good. And now this makes me want to rotate. Let's see, this one. I guess that's fine. Okay. Maybe we'll scale it up one more time. Yeah, there we go. So I think I need to rotate this guy on this axis. Let's see if I can actually just make, as long as it's not doing weird shimmery clipping, I'm okay with it not being perfect. I like the idea of these, the large base structure being, oh, I see what the problem is that these are at different heights. So we'll go ahead and lower you down a bit. We're going to use our numpad with place everywhere to do this. Oh, let's turn on surface snap. There we go. Alright, and then we want to pick up you. Put you up here. And I still don't have laser turrets. That's ultimately going to be my plan, is to get these replaced with laser turrets. And then I have to decide if I want... I don't think I need this much defense, but these do make perfect turret pedestals, so it seems a shame to waste them. So that's not too bad. We have 4 turrets now. I guess 5 if you count the one on the thing. It just seems a little overkill, but I guess we're kind of an industrial super complex here, so I guess we can have overkill. Nobody's gonna mess with this town. Nobody's messing with the sanctuary. In fact, pretty sure the game will crash if I try to run an attack here. Though I think we're gonna try before this character gets retired. I think we're gonna definitely run an attack against our own sanctuary just to see what happens. All right, this one though feels superfluous. This is just overkill, unnecessary. We've got one on this thing already, so we'll get rid of you and we'll see if that hurts our defense rating at all. And now we've got a little hole in our wall, so I think we'll use a little small bit here. Structures, fences, junk. I like this little custom one here that Ep30 gave us. Let's see, yeah, we'll just sneak you in right here, scale you up a bit. get it flush with our little plot design. Actually, let's check. Yeah, that's right up to the edge there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It's not absolutely perfect, but depending on the building, the plot you choose there anyway, it might not work out. So that looks pretty solid. All right, so this still isn't quite up to like the epic standards I was thinking. I like that look of that. I think it's a good start, but we got to do more. So I kind of want to make this just feel inviting up front, but then it's just kind of like a little military, like, hey, just you better be friendly. So I kind of want to do, there's these flag things, and I got to remember where they're at, but I'm thinking that we can kind of do some poles connecting with those, give it kind of a market vibe, I guess. In fact, I kind of want to put some of those little hanging flags and stuff in here too, in the actual market area. But just something to, you know, we're not against trading. We want traders to come in here and use our market and buy some of our goods and get them out of there. But we just want people to feel intimidated on top of it. So it's like, you better come in here with some good intentions. So we still got to make it look a little friendly on top of it. It's not just meant to be it's not a military outpost. This is just kind of a last minute warning. Like, that's my only objection to this is this feels very, very military. It might feel better at another settlement. So maybe we'll still swap that out. I'm not really sure on that. Maybe that'll just become a wall. That might be another case where we have so much excess defense. Because I think I can actually, now that all of our stuff is finished upgrading, looking at the numbers, I think if my farms are making 22 food, which I believe they are, I could cut one and we'd be at exactly enough food, and that would work. And then that is just that much less defense we actually need. So that's an option. Let's see here. So let's try and find those flags. I think they're under decorations. Let's try clutter. Let's see here. This is one of the downsides of just how massive the Project Blueprint mod is it's it takes a while to kind of memorize where everything is, and I've never fully been able to do it. I'm sure even some of the people who have been doing the city plan contest for a long time are always finding new treasures in here because there's just so much stuff that we've added. Let's see. Maybe it's not under clutter. Let's see. How about miscellaneous? No, not garage. Outdoors. Let's try our luck there. Nope. How about signs? Why not posters? Oh, this feels good. This feels right. Banners. Oh, there's some cool banners. Yeah, here they are. These things. This is what I'm thinking. It's like these just want to be in the marketplace. So one thing that I like to avoid doing, even though it looks really cool, is connecting things directly to plot posts, because the plots get placed dynamically in a city plan. I want to assume they're not going to be there, so we'll have to build some new posts. But I am going to place down a few of these. Oh yeah, and those are the moving ones. Those are fantastic. Just so yeah, let's use the moving ones. They're way cooler looking. This is one of those pieces. I've mentioned this before with the Project Blueprint mods. Is that one of the downsides to them is they are not perfect. They are definitely a developer tool. So like we've got to do things like select them in console, and so it might be a little difficult to do exactly what I want here without a bunch of console commands. Let's see if I can select this thing. Keep selecting the junk walls. Oh, I just had it for a second there. There it is. Okay, so now we can at least position it. I might have to do some crazy edits. It ends up being, with that type of thing, at the easiest way. Is this a moving one as well? I guess we need to label these as being moving or not moving. All right, well, we got that one. I love that one moving there. So we might, maybe I'll just leave that there and attach poles to where it's at. That actually might be a good strategy, just so I don't have to keep messing with them, because it's such a pain to pick those up and move them around. So we might do, let's see. Let's think about where another one might fit. Something like, oh, is that going all, no. The shadows got all weird. I thought it was clipping into that. Something like that. Yeah, that might be a little awkward. We'll have to like hang something over the plot there, but I like that. And let's do maybe one more this way. Something like that. Yeah, I like those. And then we'll go ahead and we'll set up some posts around to connect to those so that they're not just floating in space. Oh yeah, those look great with the wind blowing. Okay, so that looks good. So I'm thinking I kind of want to do Kind of want some of those out here too, just to continue that pattern. But maybe we'll use smaller ones. Let's see if I don't know if any of the smaller ones actually blow in the wind though, which I really like that fact. So I guess when and shrinking them, we could do it from the console though, or maybe we do them kind of across from each other like this. This could work. Let's see here. Let's get them up a little higher. Something like that. Oh yeah, okay. We could do like this across the bridge. And we could connect them kind of together like so. We'll assume they're on the same post. Oh, all right. This is this will be tricky because you gotta when you're placing things in the vanilla build space, the item's origin has to be within the same. Can we do it? There we go. Okay. It has to be within the build area, and then you can move it. So, unfortunately, because this doesn't have collision, it's going to make it a real pain in the butt to shift it. But what I can do here is grab this thing in console, and then we'll do mod POS. Let me think about what direction we're facing here. Well, we'll just test. So let's see what happens if we move it Y100. Nope, that was not what we want. So we'll move it back. And actually, that's kind of the opposite direction we want. So let's go 500. Nope, that is not what we want either. Okay, so I guess we'll move it on X. Let's see what X 500 looks like. Nope, that's not right. So it looks like it's moving in both directions. Let's check here. That actually put it in a good spot there. So now we just need to move it a little bit on the Y. So let's do -100. Okay, a little bit closer. And then we'll go back on the X. And this is the pain in the butt with doing it through the console. But okay, how's that looking? I just want to get these close so that I don't have to. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh yeah, I can come up with a post that'll connect both of those. That looks pretty good. Let's check the height. I want to make sure that Ramen can get under here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I can build some posts to work with that. And then we might need one more because that post is kind of going to end up in the center there. Although I think if I use, let's check our posts. So if we go over to Sim Settlements and we look at the power poles, this will make a good one to use. Yeah, we could use something like this. I could hang these off and just shrink them down a bit, or put them all the way to the water. Let's see what that looks like. All right, I'm gonna have to. So if we build in here, then we can pick it up and move it outside thanks to Place Everywhere. And we could do some scaling trickery here. So if we did something like this. Let's see, how do you look? A little bit over. Just want to cover up that end. And then we'll shift it up with, we'll shift it around Place Everywhere. Beautiful. Cool. All right, so now let's see. Is this in the ground? No, we need to scale it up just a little bit. And then let's look at where this is at here. Okay, now we need to shift this down quite a bit. Perfect. Now, I have no idea if we would be able to run. Let's see. Will it let us run? Oh, yeah, we could run wires out here. I don't know if we'll do that or not because I'm pretty sure, and I'm not positive, maybe somebody knows this offhand. Pretty sure we ran into crashes when we put powered objects outside of the settlement borders, but that may be in my imagination. Okay, so let's do another one over here, and we'll just clone this guy because that seemed to work well. The percentage of everything worked. So clone you. Oops. And bring it back over here. And if you're wondering how I'm cloning things, that is thanks to Workshop Plus and hotkeys provided by the MCM menu. So, PC rules. Sorry, Xbox players. I have something that Reg2K gave me that we could potentially use to allow the cloning to work on Xbox. I just have not had an opportunity to play with it. One day I'll get to it. Because I definitely want to get Workshop Plus out of the work in progress section on Xbox, but there's a couple little quirks with it that could leave people in dire straits. So when I put mods in work in progress, it's usually kind of to just, it's my way of saying those are for expert level users only. Like you should understand there's going to be issues, and if you're not careful, then you probably shouldn't use them. All right, it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. And I think I can hide that. I can disguise that ugliness there. Let's see. What can we disguise it with? Oh, that's way too big, but we could shrink it. We could just do something really heavy-handed like that. Or we could maybe hang a decoration on there. Let's see here. Ooh, a little techno gizmo. That could work. No, not you guys. Let's see. Miscellaneous. No, not quite what I had in mind. There's these little connector-looking bits that I'm thinking of that I want to get in here. Tech utilities. Whoa, those are huge. And these are all posts. So these are nice though. Some of these could work for some more posts to hang stuff from. No, I don't want wires. Pipes, industrial maybe. No, not beams. Grebes, that's what I'm looking for. Here we go. These are fun. I like these things. They're just like random, nondescript technical things that don't necessarily, you can't quite tell what they're for. These are a little large though. I need something small. No, these aren't. Okay, I guess this isn't quite. This is the type of thing I'm looking for, but not quite the category I'm looking for. How about involved? Hey, you've got a grave section too. Cool. Oh, that stuff might be a little too clean for me. Yeah, that's not gonna work. All right. Well, you guys know what I mean. I'm gonna find something there to cover that up. So we just need one more clone over here. And we got to make sure we're not... Okay, we're not clipping anything. I thought I was closer to the water purifiers, but we got some space. Oh, wow. I'm way off. Getting closer. Okay, let's check our... Are we in the ground? We are. Beautiful. Alright, so now we got some nice flags taking us in. Connecting up the feel of our little marketplace here. So we need some poles in here, but I'll do those later. You guys kind of get the gist of what I'm going for there. Okay, so I think those make it feel a little more inviting. Still need more stuff here. But I'm not sure what. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to use... Let's use some of the cloth accents that they have at Diamond City. Those look fantastic. Those will be real nice. And I think they're another one that we have, the flowing stuff, the stuff that works in the wind, which love the look of those. Let's see these awnings. Yeah, these things here. So I think we have some of the versions that are animated. Let's see. Are you animated? Yes. So these types of things I'm thinking. And these will go great in the marketplace as well. This one maybe is the wrong one, though. Let's try something like this. Over here, this is a little inviting, and we could scale it up too. Yes, moving in the wind, just the way I like it. All right, let's scale this way up. Oh, has this got physics? Please tell me it does. Yeah, it does, just in one little tiny spot. All right, this might be another one where we've got to kind of... We're going to have to like put on some little connectors to cover up the edge of those bars. Or, you know, we could bury these bars inside of here and then it'll just look like the poles are coming out from there. Yeah, I like that. We could, and then we could just put some little... I'll put some little connector looking things on the corners there. And the rest of it's hidden away. This is a way to build that I love that, again, the creator of our ROTC plan used a lot of just kind of layered buildings where you just take advantage of the fact that at the end of the day, the player is just going to see the finished product, so it doesn't have to look perfect. Not everything needs to be snapped together. Things just need to, you know, at a glance, from a screenshot perspective, just look really nice. So as you're walking by, so you can layer things on top of each other to make them look like different things. All right, cool. That adds some nice shadows on there. That looks pretty awesome. All right, what else do we want to do here? I still think more of this stuff is nice. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, maybe we could put these across the bridge. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, so let's see here. We might have to get weird with the scaling here. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta build it inside, then move it. So we'll grab you. Let's see if we can rest this right on the bridge posts. Okay, you look good on that side. Hey, okay, we'll shrink you down just a little bit. Let's try 90%. Oh, yeah, we'll be able to do this perfectly. Beautiful. Okay, again, tying that field together. And now I don't want to do those like all the way across here, but maybe some banners, and I think we have some big red banners we can do. So let's go into decorations. Where are those? I know I just saw them a little bit. They were under the same spot we found all those flags. Let's see here. Clutter? No, it wasn't clutter. Miscellaneous? Nope. Alright, you guys probably remember this and are screaming. Here we go, banners. Okay. So I'm pretty sure there are these big red banners we can use in here. Yes, these things. So maybe we set up some... oh man, these things are actually giving me vibes of like the Legion. Let's see here. Do these things flow in the wind though? Oh, we're still not quite inside. Hey, you don't. You're still... How about you? None of you? That's disappointing. I think I might do them anyway. I'll just have to... Yeah, they don't... Oh, are none of these physics enabled? That's going to make it annoying. Yeah, okay, we get to do some nice console commanding here. Let's get rid of all of you. And all I'm doing here is just running disable and then mark for delete. You don't actually have to do the mark for delete, but it's a good idea because otherwise that object is just kind of stuck inside of your save file. Okay, there we go. All gone. I still like the look of those. They give that nice red accent, but they don't have me just repeating the same exact thing. So we just got to figure out how we want to mount these and where they want to be exactly. Do I want to put them, and also maybe down a little lower? All right, and because we've got the problem of I can't pick them up and move them, we're going to have to do more of that. So almost just because that's going to be a big hassle, I might not do that right now. Like the idea, though. Okay, so maybe we need to add those to our list of things to get physics for so that I can get those in. That's one of those things that Whisper has actually been working on, just prepping lists of things for me to add physics to, or things he himself is adding snap points to, which will slowly improve the quality of the Project Blueprint mods. Okay, hopefully you guys can see kind of the vision I'm going for here. I want to use these colored accents to make the place seem more inviting, invite in traders and stuff like that, and then we've still got our final line of defenses here that say we mean business, just the same. So I guess I'll leave it at that. You guys kind of get the general idea here. I think the only other... so I'm going to keep decorating this out. I'm going to work on some way to get this sign mounted over here. I don't know if it's going to go to the ground or up on some sort of platform or over the bridge. Not sure yet. And I'll spruce that up a little bit. And then I think I have to make the decision of what I'm going to do with the person who lives over here in that recreation plot. So I think for now, I'm 100% just going to scrap this plot. And maybe it'll turn up that I have a random plot. Whoa, that was weird. Didn't expect that to happen. Just got instantly teleported to an arcade game. Game really wanted me to play one. But anyway, we're gonna get this guy out of here. It's kind of crammed in anyway. So we'll get that out of here. And now that'll give us. We can potentially get rid of a settler. This should clean up in a minute. We can either get rid of a settler, or we can expand on our commercial district a little bit and see. And I'll look over my shop types and see if there's one I'm missing, because we've got a lot of different types here. We've got let's see. Well, we'll just do that now. We got a clinic, a furniture store. We've got a scrap store, so that's 3. Bar is 4. Gun 5. Power armor 6. Armor stop 7. Clothing is 8. So we're just missing a barber. So we're missing that 9th shop type. So I could add one of those in here, and that would finish off the full set of stores. So maybe that's what I'll do. That feels nice. And apologies to anybody who's OCD and finds the 51 number triggering. Maybe then we still also, there's potential I can get rid of a farm too, which I'm just gonna analyze these and see if that's the case. And then that could get us back down to 50, nice even 50. So we'll play around with it, but this should give you guys a good idea what this place is going to end up looking like. I think outside of sprucing up the entrance, the other big thing I think I want to do still is I'm going to section off the industrial center. I want to use kind of that security gating, make it look like it's, like they've got some separation from the rest of the settlement. It's kind of it's a little industrial complex. Maybe they're protecting their research a bit. Maybe I'll set up some turrets inside facing the settlers themselves. A little ominous thing going on because the industrial center is it's quite a bit different feeling than our little scrappy residential neighborhood over here. And beyond that, I think I still want to come up with something to do with this. So I've got this big open area right here in front of what's my house, which I've still got to redo my house as well. So I guess that's another thing we want to do. I want to clean this up, make it look a little more homey. I still like the junk feel. Like if you look at what I've made as my room, I've got this crate bed and stuff, and I've started to put up some of the toys from Beantown Interiors in there. And then, of course, I got my cheat room full of potted plants that I used to fix a happiness issue at some point before I figured out that the shelter was the problem. So we're going to redo our house. I want to make this into something here. So there's still quite a few little touches we're going to do. So we'll keep coming back to Sanctuary before we're ready to regress. I want to get this into a good spot so it feels like a really high-end, nice-looking, what would be a Tier 3 settlement. Although ultimately what I think I've decided I'm going to do is we're going to end up calling this a complex level. So this will be for designed for people who've got just beast computers who can handle this. Although my computer's not really that much of a beast. I think I'm on a GTX 1070, 16 gigs RAM. I think I'm on an early edition i7. So I don't have latest and greatest. And, my frame rate's not perfect, but I'm not crashing here, knock on wood. Everything seems to be running pretty smooth. The settlers are all still moving around. So surprisingly, I think this build could be run on more PCs than you might expect. I don't know why that is, but it is. All right, guys, we'll wrap that up for today.